far as like, your story.
How I
Yeah.
came here.
Well, talk to me a little bit about, just introduce yourself. Who are you? Your parents? Do you have any siblings? Where you grew up?
Okay.
You
Easy.
don't have to use names.
No names?
You can say like I have 3 sisters.
My name is Wilson Bernardo. 28. Have 2 sisters. One's in PA and one's in New York.
Okay. All right. So you grew up where? So you grew up where?
Honduras. I'm from Honduras.
Oh, you're from Honduras.
Yeah.
So when
I came
did you?
there when I was about 5 years old.
Okay. So did you come with both of your sisters? And your parents?
My parents, my father never knew him. My mom's, she passed away when I was 8, and that's how I came into group homes and stuff.
Okay, so at 8, your mom passed away. And so did you enter foster care at that point?
Yes.
Okay. And were you, so tell me about that. I want to know, were you with your sisters?
Yeah.
Placed in the same
my
place?
sister, my mom's, she passed away, so we lost the apartment. And I guess me and my sister just went our separate ways. We lost contacts.
Where were you living when your mom passed away?
In the housing projects.
In the Bronx?
Yes.
Okay.
Called Western Projects.
And so you and your sisters went to go, when we're in foster care, and they placed you separately?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how was foster care?
It was pretty good. I ran away, I got into troubles, so they sent me to the juvenile detention center in upstate somewhere. I forgot the name of it. And from there, I went to a group home in Pennsylvania, Scranton, Pennsylvania, for about 3 years. And after that, I came here.
Okay. So why did you run away from your foster care place?
They were very abusive, verbally, physically. So I really didn't like it. So I got angry with myself, basically.
Did you finish high school?
No.
Is that something you have on your agenda, or
Yes,
would you like to do?
I would like to go back to school, get my degree and my GED at the same time.
Okay. So at what grade did you leave school?
8.
8th grade. So when you were in 8th grade, is that when you went into the detention center?
Yes.
Okay. So how did you end up in the detention center?
Running the streets, selling drugs, just keep money in my pocket. Just staying in trouble.
Now, what do you think? So how did you become home? So after the detention center, that was upstate, right?
Yeah.
And then you went where?
Scranton, Pennsylvania. It was a group home.
Okay.
Group home.
Okay. And then you stayed there until when?
For about 3 years. Then I came back to New York, and I was placed in here.
Okay.
Cabin house.
Okay. So, and you're 28 now. So where do you live now?
I live in Greenpoint. It's not a shelter right now.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And are they helping you with, so tell me your process now and what you're doing to sort of, stabilize yourself.
Just basically get up every day, go job hunting, apply for housing there. Everything's on my own. They're not really helping me that much, but I'm just trying to work on the effort to get up out of here myself. Stay out the shelter system.
Okay. Are you working on your GED?
Yes.
Okay. So if we could sort of like rewind the tape in your life, like what do you think? Because assuming that people really do care and want to make things better for all youth, what do you think that ACS and the system could have done to help you more?
It wasn't the system, it was me. I was very hard-headed. I didn't want to listen. You know, I didn't take no advice. I thought I knew everything.
Typical teenager. I have 3 teenagers. They do that. And why do you think you were so hard-headed?
Because I thought I knew everything. Just basically, I was very scared at the moment too. I really want to be on my own. I don't know how to pay bills, stuff like that. You know, I don't want to be on my own. It's just, what they call it, scare tactics, basically.
Okay. Your sisters?
What about them?
Do you keep in contact with them?
They really don't talk to me. You know, ever since my mom passed away, people just really don't talk to me at all. I don't know what the reasons.
How old were your sisters when your moms passed away? How old were your sisters?
My older sister was 20, and my younger one, she was about my age. We were twins. Twin sister.
And your twin sister, do you keep in contact with her?
She don't have contact with me either. I try to talk to her, but she really don't talk back. So.
And do you know what she's up to?
She's in school now, getting a master's degree now.
Okay. And your older sister?
She's in New York, the Bronx, working, I think for a nursing home.
Okay.
Have you ever stayed with your sister for 8 years?
I stayed with my sister. She threw me out. I guess for some other reasons. But she wanted to move with her boyfriend, so I had to leave. And she threw my stuff out. So from there, I really didn't start talking to her like that. That made me a little angry more. You know, very frustrating.
Let me see. Your mom died when you were young.
Mm-hmm.
How old was she?
She was 40.
That's young for a mom to die.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me any more about that?
She died from liver complications, liver and kidney problems. She had a little sickle cell. She had the shreds. That was very hard for her.
Okay.
She had a lot of issues, health issues.
And do you struggle with them as well?
Yeah.
How is your health care?
Good.
Okay, good. Is there anything else that you want to tell me? Advice to other youth, you know?
My advice for them
Because what your situation is exactly what we hear a lot. What we hear a lot of is youth whose parents pass away, and that's sort of how they enter foster care. Or often parents are in jail because of drug problems, and their children end up in foster care, and from foster care they kind of fumble around. So if there's anything, so your story is familiar. It happens too much.
Okay.
So what do we do? You know? Is there any advice that you can give, advice that you can give youth that are going through the system?
My advice for them is just take advantage of all the opportunities they have, such as trades, school, housing opportunities.
So do you feel the opportunities were there and you were hard-headed?
Yes, they were there. They were very much there. I really hang around with the wrong crowd, the wrong people. So I left the wrong way, lead me the wrong way, the wrong paths. I should have listened to these people that were here that were trying to help me, make me better. But I thought I knew everything, so eventually I lost. Now I'm still losing.
Nope. You know,
but I will win soon.
I have to tell you, I was telling Ralph before, I graduated from college. I ended up in retail, something like that was so ridiculous. And at 40 years old, I went back to get my master's degree because I was like, what am I doing? So there's a lot of life ahead of you. There really is. There's a lot of life.
Okay.
There's a bright,
Thank you.
you've got a lot of time.
I guess I just want to ask, because I'm listening to you and you say that there were a lot of opportunities in front of you that you just didn't take advantage of it. And I just want to know, so back then you really couldn't listen, and now are there new opportunities in front of you, and are you listening, and are you taking advantage of the things that people are offering you now?
Yes.
Can you mention like some of the things that you?
Like what opportunities you talking like?
Okay, so as far as you say that a lot of things were offered to you before, and you're saying to the youth that take advantage of that. So you kind of, and I wouldn't even say you missed the ship, you just didn't take advantage of it at that time. And now I'm pretty sure there's other things that are being offered to you as far as getting yourself back on track. So what is it that you're doing? Like I know you said the school piece, so you're actively in school?
I'm in my GED 2 days of the week.
Okay, so you're doing that?
I'm doing intro and MTA for the moment.
That you got through who?
Rescue, public assistant, spirit program.
I'm sorry, what is it you're doing now?
Work experience program to MTA.
MTA.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I'm in school, trying to get my GED. My next step is to go back to college, get my associate degree in human services.
Okay. How far are you in the process of getting your
I just
GED?
started with the GED.
Okay.
About a month now.
Oh, good.
So I have another couple more weeks. I'll go take the test.
Okay.
My thing is, I think I need more children with the math. Math is one of the hardest for me.
Yeah.
Subjects.
For a lot of people.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
Yeah. I thought I was the only one.
No.
Have you ever came back here to talk about using our tutoring program?
No.
Okay. That's another option that you have as well.
I thought they didn't have no tutor, that's what I'm looking at. Because every time I come in, that thing closed.
No, we have.
Okay.
Yeah, tutoring's great.
And you're also in the process of trying to renew your green card?
Yes. I need to go back to school, so they need that paperwork. Without that, I can't do nothing. Can't go to school, can't work.
And what is that process like? Tell me, as far as trying to get your green card, what was the process like? Yeah. I mean, because what I'm trying to, I think what I'm trying to do is point out, so a lot of times we say, this is what we need to do, this is what we need to do. You came to me, we worked out the process, we actually even submitted the application, got the check, put the check in your hand, told you to go take care of it.
Yeah, that was,
And 6 months later,
that was, I was going through some things. I didn't have nowhere to stay. I was moving from place to place, friend to friend's house. So I really didn't have no stable place to stay.
right. And this is like the conversation that we had even just the other day, that it's okay for that, that it's okay to reach out. And like I said, you were going through a lot. And so even with that process, and you're coming back and say, you know what, I need to start that process over again. And I said to you, we can start that process again, because a lot of times, like I said, we're not in the right place at certain times, and not being able to have no place to lay your head at night, not being able to know where your next meal is from. So the last thing you're thinking about is taking this check down to immigration so I can get, so.
That was my problem. Right?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I think so. I just want to thank you very much.
Welcome, my pleasure. Anytime.